Welcome back to the Drake and Josh podcast. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Jacob, and today we have special guest Kirk back on the pod.
Here I am.
Welcome back, Kirk.
It's been a while since I've watched some Drake and Josh. I don't remember what the episode was that we did.
Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. I'm not sure what the last one was, honestly.
Honestly, it's been a minute since we've even recorded this show.
Yeah, we are. So we'll say this, that we are recording this remotely. This is the first time we've ever recorded a Drake and Josh remotely, but we wanted to make sure that we could still deliver as on schedule as possible for you guys.
The world may be screwed, but Drake and Josh will continue.
Yeah,
all I wrote here
coronavirus
is that
is fucking us.
It was season 4, episode 13. I didn't write down the title, though.
Episode 13 of season 4. Let me see. So you were on Megan's Revenge?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It was that recently?
Yeah, I thought that was longer ago.
No, yeah. I don't know. Are you guys still releasing them on the same schedule?
Yeah, as much as we can. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so coronavirus is making the world pretty different right now. That's what's going on. I've pretty much got no other news.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't really either. I'm just at home a lot. I want to go back and record in person, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So we're making the best of it. We're going to do this and try and see how it works out for our other shows.
Yeah, hopefully it works. But yeah, today we watched Really Big Shrimp, parts 1 and 2.
Yep, the 2-parter.
Mm-hmm. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
In one part on Hulu.
Yes, true.
Yes. Which I liked. I'm glad that they just spliced it all together into one big thing.
It was a quick watch.
Yeah. Are you guys drinking anything right now?
Yes. I am having a Michelob Ultra Infusions Lime and Prickly Pear Cactus.
Nice. I am drinking, which I think I also had on the last Ned Pod, the Mango Cart Mango Weed Ale from the Golden Road Brewing Company.
Ooh.
It's tasty. You drinking anything, Kirk?
I've just got water here.
Nice. Right on.
I mean, I could have a beer, but it's not good. Because I woke up today earlier. I had a pretty low grade fever. It seems like it's gotten mostly better, so we'll keep an eye on it.
You're probably fine.
But yeah, should be all right.
Hopefully. Definitely don't want anything crazy to happen.
Yeah, I am vaping though.
Okay.
Nice.
So
very nice.
Right on. So should we jump right into it then?
Yeah, I guess so.
So the pre-credit sequence, I don't really have too many notes from it. I know that Drake and Josh are talking about how they're not, or Josh is doing homework, Drake's not, and then they said when they do stuff together, things always turn out unusual, and then they kind of look at each other.
Yeah, it felt like a very early episode intro because they introduced their names. And
it seemed super generic.
It felt like they were basically summarizing the whole show, expecting maybe somebody was going to come in and just watch this. Maybe it was because they were expecting people to come in and watch the movie who weren't maybe caught up on the show or anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I did hear, at least from our commenters from one of the previous episodes, was that this was supposed to, I guess, be the last episode of the series. It was supposed to be the series finale. But I guess
that would make more sense.
Yeah, it does make more sense. It's like a set piece. But I guess Nickelodeon fucked it up. So maybe they were just trying to put a big cap on the series with that type of intro,
Very possible. Makes sense.
It was very forgettable. I didn't take any notes on that part.
Yeah, but I couldn't find this information in the trivia. I was looking around it. There's not too much trivia about these on IMDb. So
there's one really good one though that you pointed out.
Yeah, there was a super good one which comes up later, but it was basically that there was a movie poster that talked about, what did it say on it? Like Megan's Revenge or something, or Carly's Revenge.
She's Carly now.
Carly next.
Oh, she's Carly next. Yeah, alluding to her starring on iCarly a month after this aired.
So there was overlap with iCarly and Drake and Josh?
I guess there was a little bit, just a tiny bit, because there's 2 more episodes after this, unless in that month those 2 episodes aired, which is possible.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
It kind of explains maybe more why Steve is also showing up more often.
I think it's because they underutilized him before, and he's
For
a
sure.
great character.
He's a great actor too.
His stuff was so funny in this. I laughed out loud throughout this entire thing. I thought it was hilarious.
This was one of the best episodes in a long time.
I think this was definitely one of my favorite episodes that I've watched in the entirety of the show. Like, it was super good.
They did a great job with this one.
But yeah, so it pretty much goes straight from that cold open thing into Josh at the premiere, and he is eating an enchilada.
Mouth open.
His bites are so strange.
It's the grossest.
He's very cartoonish in this episode.
Yeah, he is extremely cartoonish. Like, he doesn't. It seems like he's lost all his intelligence somehow.
Yeah, he is extra dumb.
For real.
Yeah, and so someone like the Asian girl who works there, who I don't know if we've ever even heard her name.
I don't think so, but she is
Not
always
this.
there.
What's her
Has
name?
she ever had a line before?
I think she has headlines.
Yeah,
I think for sure she said stuff to Josh. She's always the person that tells him something's happening.
For sure.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She comes
And
up.
Gavin. What happened to Gavin?
Gavin?
I don't know where Gavin's at. Honestly, he should be here. I don't understand why
quit.
he's not. Maybe they just couldn't get the actor. Maybe he had something else going on.
He probably one day was just like, well, no, not the actor. I'm talking the character. Probably just one day was like, yeah, I'm going to leave, and just left.
Yeah.
He does seem like that kind of character.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, she comes out and is like, Drake, or Josh, that's Crazy Steve's enchilada. And Josh starts to freak out, and Crazy Steve walks up, and is just super chill.
Well, Josh took a unlabeled package from the community refrigerator and just decided to eat it.
Yeah, why would you ever do that?
It's bold. I would never do that. I mean,
the
I
ultimate
don't
faux
even
pas.
understand it. I could never understand a reason to doing that.
Yeah. We have the fridge at our office, and I would we have a spot in the break room. There is two tables that community food goes on. If it's left over from a radio show, left over from an office party or whatever, that's where community food goes. Yeah. Anywhere else in the office, unless it's explicitly said through an email, I do not touch food there. I don't care. I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I never label my food because it's a given that if it's not something you brought, and like you said, it's not in the community area, it's someone's own personal food.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, duh. What else is
Duh, Josh.
Like, is that a common thing? People just bring in food and leave it in the office fridge. Like, yeah, if anyone wants this, they can just take it. Like, what?
I mean, I've seen that when it's the person is still there, but like not just like abandoned. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we have two fridges at my office, which I haven't been at in like 5 or 6 weeks now. And it's like one fridge is the community fridge, and then one fridge is the individual people's fridge, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's smart. That's a good way to sort it.
That is a good way to do it. We have
if you can swing two refrigerators, yeah.
We have the two refrigerators, but whenever we do have people in the office, there's quite a few people. So we unfortunately do not have a community refrigerator. If it's cold and
Y'all bring a lot
community,
of food.
it's just out on the table. It doesn't matter.
Right on.
Just gets left out.
It does. All weekend sometimes. And then on a Sunday, we'll come in to do like a gig, walk in there, and there's pizza that's just been sitting out on the table.
Oh,
and depending on how hungry we are, we'll eat it. We don't care.
No fucking way,
what?
bro.
You eat it?
It depends. Sometimes you don't know if a weekend show is the one that put it out there. Could have been from the day before.
And
yeah,
you're
you do
willing
the
to
old
spin
taste
that roulette
test.
wheel.
Yeah. I have yet to get sick from any of the office food, so.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty remarkable.
It's fine. It's fine.
Maybe you just took too long to hit you, and then you thought you got sick from something else, but really you got sick from that.
It's possible.
Fine.
But yeah, so as he's eating the enchilada and she tells him that it was Crazy Steve's, Crazy Steve walks up super, super calm, which is unlike him. And he tells Josh that his therapist tells him that he's only allowed to get mad 4 times a day. And he checks his watch, and now is not the time.
And it's a secret. He's not allowed to tell anybody what time he is going to be angry.
Yeah,
Or
he
I
just
don't know if
says
he's not
like you'll
allowed to.
find out or whatever. Right?
I don't know if he's not allowed to, but he chooses not to.
Yeah, he does it. He doesn't want people to know. He wants it to be a surprise attack.
I mean, I guess
He's a loose cannon.
Yeah, that's his one like saving grace, I guess, for the whole thing is I can't get mad, but I'm also, why would I tell anyone else so they know when to get away from me? If I'm gonna get mad, I want them to be nearby.
Yeah, he wants you to know. And this is also where we find out that Drake comes up, or no, it's the nerds doing their thing, right? Setting up the stage. That's how we find out about Spin City.
Yes, but I don't.
All I wrote down was Spin City Records. I didn't take any further notes about how they figure that out.
Yeah, does Josh talk to someone and he's like, yeah,
maybe he tells her about it,
so-and-so.
the lady, the coworker.
I think, doesn't Steve freak out before we get to that point?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, he freaks out and then he gets calmed down or something.
He
right?
freaks out, and I think we hard cut to the next day at the premiere.
There must be a time jump in here because it's multiple scenes that take place in the premiere back to back, but like as we're describing them, it's clearly not the same time.
That is true, because the next note I have is when he's fixing the corn dog rotisserie, and then Mindy comes in and fixes it.
Yeah.
Well, I have here that Steve, he grabs the cane from the old man.
Oh right,
yeah,
I forgot
he gets
about that.
he screams, "It's
And the
time!"
old man face plants on the ground.
The old man fucking dies.
Definitely.
Great
Yeah,
scene.
and then the next thing is about the corn dog machine.
yes.
Yes, Mindy fixes it for Josh because he can't do it. It fucking busts. It doesn't work. And this is also where we find out that Helen is getting married.
Yes, she's getting married, and Drake is performing that evening.
Yeah.
And she's Jewish.
And she's Jewish.
She is Jewish, yeah, which is surprising. I didn't know she was Jewish before this. We also see a conversation between Helen and Drake and Josh's fam, where she apparently never remembers Walter, but she ends up getting Walter to agree to having her grandma stay with them because she just doesn't have room in her condo.
And Walter's an idiot.
Yeah, he agrees to the whole freaking thing.
He's just like, she's like, oh, I'm having trouble with all these people at my house. And Walter's like, well, they can stay with us. And it's just like, Walter, why?
You would
I've
never.
got a massive house.
I don't agree. I don't understand why he would agree to that if like she can't even remember his fucking name.
It's probably why he agreed to it, because he wanted her to remember him.
He's a goofball.
Well, it didn't freaking work.
He's also a pussy.
That is true.
That's true, yeah. But yeah, so then Drake performs his new song, Makes Me Happy.
Great song.
Really excellent song.
He's also wearing a I guess purple, right? Velvet suit jacket.
It's dope.
Sport coat.
I don't know what color it is. I can't tell. But it was
Classic
very
color
nice.
blindness.
Yeah.
I would call it like a dark burgundy.
It was
Right.
velvet. It did look
That's
velvet.
fair, yeah.
So
I can
I'll
see
agree
that.
with that. But yeah, sure, burgundy. Why not?
What about the song? It starts with an acoustic guitar strumming a couple chords. On stage, there are two electric guitar players. No
Yes.
acoustic guitar.
Yeah, there was no acoustic on stage anywhere.
This is the first of several, I want to say, audio-visual mismatches regarding the song.
I did
Yeah,
not pick
for
up
sure.
on that, but nice.
You didn't notice? Kirk was talking about it when we were watching too.
I heard him. I totally heard him.
Yeah, so but anyway,
plays
after
the
the
record-
song, yeah, the record label guy loves it and he wants them to drive to LA for a potential record deal.
He uses Josh's expression of knock his underpants off.
What an expression. But yeah, so then they cut back to the house and Megan is eating sushi off his freaking guitar.
For some reason.
Because it upsets him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
that's fucked.
I hate Megan in this episode so much.
Yeah, she's really a in this one. Sorry, guys.
No, you're right. I 100%
It had to be
agree.
said.
She's the worst. Like this, and then later moments, I want her to
Yeah.
get her comeuppance, and
I was
know she never
saying
will.
in some episodes she's more likable and charming. In other episodes she's completely unlikable. This is one where she's very unlikable.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say that she's likable probably in the one where she has the boyfriend, because we're kind of
Rooting for
sympathetic
her
towards
almost?
her. Yeah, we're sympathetic towards the situation, but most episodes really no.
Yeah.
Like the Peruvian puff pepper one, fuck her in that one. The
Yes.
only reason she's doing stuff is to fuck with them.
But also, nothing would have happened if like they just left it alone. They would.
Well, they would have made some really great salsa.
and they would have won because they would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, whatever. You know,
She's likable, kind of as part of the team in the Demonator one. Even though when they both get in trouble, she says she doesn't know them.
which I
in
don't
that
blame her
episode.
for that one. To be fair,
And goes on the ride without him.
don't blame her at all for that one.
That's a classic episode.
That is a classic.
But yeah, so then this is where we get the introduction of Helen's grandma. And she breaks their front door down and just screams, "Where's the bathroom?"
And they're like, "Did you just break our door down?" She's like, "I rang the bell. I waited 20 seconds. What else was I supposed to do?" Like, what?
When this happened, I just burst out laughing. It's like the funniest fucking thing. What a great intro to a character.
She didn't even shoulder charge the door. She just, like, punched it.
It's still so funny to me.
It's so good. No,
Her
just
character is
boom.
the funniest character. It's amazing.
I think her name's Lulu. Is it Lulu or Lula?
I have no idea what the character's name is, honestly.
It's not Medea.
No, but you were saying in there that it's very Medea-esque, and that's very
Well,
true.
she keeps asking where the bathroom is, and eventually,
It's Lula
Mom, what's
Du
her name?
Bois. Lula.
what is the mother's name, Drake and Josh? I always fucking forget. You guys did too.
Aubrey, I want to say.
Yes.
Audrey.
Audrey. Damn it!
Sorry.
Every time. How do we
Audrey's
not?
a more common name than Aubrey, I feel like.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
But yes, so she tells her, and then she's like, "About time." She storms off, goes to the bathroom,
Yeah.
and then like they talk a little bit. Are they talking about that? They're like, "What do we do?" Helen's like, "Bye." She leaves.
Yeah.
She's not that old, actually. She's a pretty young person.
Who, the
Helen?
grandma?
I mean,
Who are you talking about?
like,
Yeah.
like at that point, yeah, the grandma. At that point,
I don't know. I
guess she
feel
wasn't
like
that-
she's probably old.
she's born in 56.
Are you looking
Oh.
up the actual actor?
Yeah.
I think she's
Oh.
supposed to be older than that.
Oh
for
yeah, of course
sure,
she's
no
supposed to
doubt.
be
I think
old.
for-
But I'm
she
just
for
talking
sure
about the
is.
actress.
Okay. Well,
She was in a bunch
like
of
I was
stuff
saying,
too.
I think she's got a lot of prosthetics on, especially
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
on her face.
Oh no, and her in the fat suit as well.
You don't think that's a real fat?
I don't.
I
think
will
she
say
made
that-
too
What does the
quickly.
actress look like IRL?
I have no idea. That I would like to know.
I'm looking at it right now.
That's why I asked.
Not bad.
Send it over. Send it over.
7
in
out of
chat.
10.
I will say that she also has a good line where she refers to Josh as a toothpick with a cantaloupe on top because she said he has a big head.
Which he kind of does.
Okay. She looks pretty much the same, just not as old.
Yeah. I don't know.
For
I don't.
sure.
I don't know. I don't think she's like looks fat or anything though.
You're not gonna call her out.
No, I think that was definitely a fat suit.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough.
She moved too quickly for it to be her real fat.
Sometimes big people can move fast, man. Just like what's his name from Seinfeld?
Newman.
Yeah,
Newman?
Newman from Seinfeld.
Yeah,
he,
but also
he can get it.
Newman wasn't that big.
He was a big guy.
He was not as big as this woman it was in
Hey.
the show.
He was pretty
Chumley-
round.
Chum Lee gets around.
Yeah, Chum-Lee can move.
All right, fine.
Do you think Chum can't move? You think Chum couldn't get it?
I think Chum could move, but I'm still
Who's
saying
your favorite character on Pawn Stars, Trevor?
the grandpa was always pretty funny. Is he dead?
Grandpa, yeah, he's classic.
He has
I think he
passed
did
away,
pass away.
I think
Yeah.
just last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. I haven't watched it in a long time.
I haven't watched it in years.
I've been watching it recently.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character on there from watching it more recently?
I mean, yeah, the old man is pretty great.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I think
Obviously,
Rick is my
Chumley-
favorite character.
Yeah,
He's-
Rick's good.
He's the one that commands all the business.
True.
Yeah. No, it's the. I mean, and
Least favorite, Big Hoss, easy.
Yeah, Big Hoss is the worst.
Yeah, he can be a douchebag.
He is a douchebag.
So can Rick sometimes, but I mean, it's
Hey,
yeah,
it's less likable with
Pawn Stars
power.
podcast.
that'd be pretty classic.
It's like every episode is like basically the same though. It's just different shit.
Yeah, it's exactly
Like-
the same every time. Chum gets into some sort of crazy scenario, and then they sell some shit.
And I think I was saying this to you guys earlier. It's a sitcom.
Yeah.
More than
Oh, yeah.
anything. And it's a good sitcom.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
mean,
real life.
I would say out of History Channel shows, I probably like American Pickers way more.
Same.
Yeah, it's a better show. It's more heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's realer. And I'm
It's
sure
great.
that's staged too, to a degree.
They do
but, I
send
mean,
out people before they get there to scout out the location.
What
interesting,
American
but-
Pickers? I'm fine with that. I really don't care. I just like the art of the deal, and then they also like give you a little bit of history. It's nice.
I love the history parts of it. Yeah, me and my dad like that show. He loves
There's
old
some
stuff.
good there's
so.
some good history on Pawn Stars too, but it's like it's clearly so fake. It's like every time, like are they paying these guys to come in and authenticate these things? That's got to
Yeah.
cut into the profit margin so much.
Oh yeah, I feel like Pawn Stars is too fake comparatively for me,
It's
just
so
because the
fake.
shit that they bring in is like it's like ridiculous, and like the people are ridiculous, and like at least with American Pickers, like the stuff is like it's all like rusty and like natural looking usually. So like
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
feel like the
it's more
pickers are nice.
believable.
I feel like the pickers are nicer about buying
They're way
stuff.
nicer. They're way nicer people.
Like whenever
Yeah.
they go to buy something, they'll like give just an honest, fair price. Whereas like the pawn,
You
guys,
got to.
the pawn guys are like, nah.
Nah,
Listen, the Pawn Stars have a much higher profit margin than the.
Yeah, they have much more
An
overhead,
sure.
I guess, and
archaeology.
stuff. So,
their margins are much cleaner.
but it's like some of
Antique
these
Archaeology
people.
has overhead too, though. They've got like multiple locations.
Yeah, but
They've
like
got multiple, yeah.
their whole thing is antiques, whereas this is a pawn shop in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
sure
but
their
it's
rent
the
is
pawn shop.
yeah, and also their rent I'm sure is not near as much.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I wonder what it was like in there before the show started. I mean, assuming everything like that is real, like this was actually a place, and then they got commissioned to like be on the History Channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think that's true?
I mean,
They
yeah, I
definitely
think it
get
was-
paid to be on the show.
No, I know, but like this business, the way that they show it is like it's been a pawn shop for like a long, long time.
So you're like asking if it was like real or not, but before this?
Yeah, and I'm assuming it was.
I would think it was. Yeah, I thought
Probably.
I figured it was.
But were
like,
they
with the
always
old
into
man.
buying bizarre historic stuff? Like not like that's not what a pawn. You don't go to a pawn shop if you want.
Maybe
to
that's what like they made their name doing or something.
I mean,
That's
I'm
what I'm
sure
saying.
people in Vegas like are pawning off whatever they can to get more money to gamble, which is how they probably got a hold of a bunch of weird, ridiculous stuff.
It's pretty sad, honestly.
Yeah,
part
very
of the glitz
sad.
and
but
glam of the whole show is it's like, yeah, we're Vegas, baby.
It's a
Um,
crazy town.
Yeah, I've never been. I want to go to Vegas sometime. I mean, I'm not
I
a
don't-
huge gambler or anything. I just think it'd be cool to see like all the buildings and shit.
Yeah, same. I think
Yeah,
it'd be
not
fun.
at all. I feel like I
if
don't
I had
have
the
any-
money to drop and I could like stay in like a dope ass penthouse.
I mean, I would like to go and gamble a little bit. You know, you go in with a set
Yeah.
amount of money, and like once you run out of that, you're done.
Yeah, I mean,
You're in
I
and
feel
out
like
in
I'd run
15
out
minutes.
pretty quick. You just got to find
don't
the
know.
blackjack tables that are like cheap.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have any desire to go.
That's
I
fair.
don't have much of any desire to gamble, but I'd like to do it at least once to be like, I did it. I've done
You
it.
could go on you could go on a riverboat.
They have a riverboat?
What?
Oh,
yeah,
wait. No, he's
riverboat
talking about
gambling.
somewhere else. Okay.
Yeah, like
just like
in Florida.
anywhere.
Yeah.
No, the whole
Okay.
point, like, if I actually wanted to gamble for the sake of gambling, I would go to just the Hard Rock.
Been
You
there.
gotta go to some basement somewhere with like a bunch of Vietnamese guys on milk crates.
Oh my god.
Yeah, or like go to one of those new speakeasies that people opened up because of the stay-at-home orders.
Really?
That'd be dope.
I've heard about, some of those popping up.
I have not. That's a good idea.
That's fucked up. That's a fucked up idea is what it really is.
It really is. In reality, it is a messed up idea.
But anyway, back to the episode.
Way to backpedal.
Hey now.
They go to Vegas, or not Vegas, they go to LA. And they go to the record studio, and the president is basically like, I want to deal with you guys.
Well, let's talk about the decor.
Chairs.
Oh yeah.
Not only the chairs, the surfboard coffee table.
Yeah, and the circle couch.
The circle couch.
And the wall art.
And the vibrating armchairs.
And the girls.
The girls.
Yeah, the girls that clearly want to hang out and kiss and possibly sleep with Drake.
Despite them probably being a decent bit older than him, considering they work at a record label.
They don't look a whole lot older,
Anybody
though,
can
so
work
maybe
at a
it's some
record
sort of
label.
high school exchange program.
Internship.
And to be fair, I feel like that's an internship level position, right? You just escort.
Just bringing someone into a room?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Entry level.
But the deal that they want to make with them is that they want his new song to play over the Dika Air Puffs shoes commercial for the Super Bowl.
Which I assume this is a Nike knockoff?
Maybe.
Dika, Nike, I don't know. I feel like it's close enough.
Because it was like Air... Isn't Nike, they have like Air something or other? Air
yeah, the
flights?
Nike Airs. Isn't that just a thing? Nike Air?
I don't know nothing
and they
about
have the
that
pumps. They have the pumps too, right?
Yeah, but these are the Daka Air Puffs.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, it didn't seem like a very
Josh
Nike
was
commercial to me when they show it, you know?
Well, no, but it's also a garbage commercial when they show it, so...
I feel like that shit would have been something like Skechers would have done, or Reebok.
Yeah,
It could have been Skechers.
Honestly,
it's made up
Josh
shoe
is
company.
wearing some.
Yeah, but anyway, they say yes. They want to do the deal. And they
Super
bring
Bowl.
him to the studio, and they have Drake in the booth, and Josh is hanging out, and he keeps trying to touch the soundboard.
Yeah, and he's like being kind of a douche, honestly.
Yeah, he's being real tooly.
Who, Josh? You think so?
Yeah, a little
sure.
bit.
I think he was being classic, dude.
Like whenever he reaches over and just touches the soundboard with the in front of the technician, he's like,
Well,
"What
he's
is
the
doing
manager.
He thinks
Yeah.
he's hot shit, and the reality is he didn't do jack shit.
He doesn't
Alright?
know anything."
Come on, you guys are being harsh on the Josh man.
We're not being harsh. We're being realistic.
That's fair. But yeah, so they also say that Drake has an assistant. They give him an assistant. I forget what the guy's name is.
Frank.
Frank, yeah.
Frank? Well, Frank is absolutely ridiculous. He sprints everywhere he needs to go. He's very...
he flails his hands in the air while he sprints.
Yeah, a whole lot of physical comedy. He goes and gets Drake a whole tray of drinks. That's like clearly a prop. Like they're all
they're
glued
all
down.
There's obviously no liquid in them, and glued down. Yeah.
And this is when they have Josh come over to the counter and have him sign the contracts. And they also bring in a huge bowl of massive shrimp. Really big shrimp, if you will.
Prawns.
Humongous.
Yes, prawns.
They're called prawns, yes.
And Josh is absolutely mesmerized by them.
And to the point that he just decides, hey, I'm just going to sign this contract without reading it or anything because I want to get at those shrimp, man. Those are some big shrimp, and
there
I
was
need
never
'em.
there was never a moment when he was going to read the contract.
No.
True.
Right when he mentioned contract, Josh did not give a fuck.
Yeah, his eyes glazed over.
Which I feel like is really out of character for Josh.
Yeah.
He was
But
like the whole
It's
time.
in character for a high schooler.
Yeah, but Josh is not just a normal high schooler. It's Josh.
Yeah, but he's pretty freaking dumb in this episode.
So, he must have hit his head or something. Because he's so, like, not Josh in this episode.
Yeah.
I
But he
feel like
signs it.
He
so.
just signs away and then goes for the shrimp.
Yeah. I mean, how could you resist?
Pretty easily. It's a shrimp. I love
That's
shrimp.
fair.
But a contract is way more important than just a shrimp that also no one else really is in that room. They're not going to run out of shrimp.
Also,
I
I
will
feel like
say,
a shrimp that size, I feel like I wouldn't want to eat cocktail style.
Yeah, I will say that I wouldn't want a cold shrimp. Thoughts?
Right. I don't
What?
like cold shrimp cocktail very much. I much
love a
prefer
cold. I
any
love
other
a cold
kind of
boiled
cooked
shrimp
hot
cocktail.
Yeah, I much prefer a cooked shrimp.
I'll eat a fried shrimp.
They're cooked, Jacob. It's not like they're raw.
Well, yeah.
I don't understand the idea of a cold shrimp. So it's a cooked shrimp that they make cold again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's stupid.
They're boiled.
That's
And then they're
dumb,
froze.
dude.
And then you thaw them out again. You're killing the shit. How is there any flavor there?
Yeah, I mean, give me a fried or a grilled or a blackened shrimp.
I'll eat
day.
a shrimp ceviche.
I'll eat a fucking whatever as long as it ain't cold.
I have eaten
Shrimp
raw
ceviche
shrimp.
would be cold, but it'd be at least delicious and
Raw shrimp is not very good. Don't do that. It was an accident when I ate it, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, you say no go on those shrimp sushi, raw shrimp sushi? That's not really a thing.
Well,
It's
no,
not really
those
a
are.
thing.
Well, I think those are cooked shrimp still. I don't think you're supposed to eat shrimp raw.
That's what I'm saying. I've never seen raw shrimp in a sushi context. Not in America, you know.
You guys
No.
ever used frozen shrimp as ice cubes in your drink?
No.
Frozen cooked shrimp or frozen raw shrimp?
Frozen raw, my dude.
What? Frozen cooked, I could barely understand. Maybe in like a Bloody Mary.
Ooh,
I'm also
it's brilliant.
not
Thanks,
into
man.
Bloody Marys. I've never had one, but
Never had one either.
They seem awful.
I went to a place one time. It was like brunch, and it was like I should have got a mimosa, but I decided, all right, I'll get one of my
Jacob,
comp drinks.
guys,
at
we need
the,
next time. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, okay, so it was a Bloody Mary bar, and so I had to make my own one, which I'm not used to making Bloody Marys, so yeah, it wasn't great. But if you can get one that's good, made well, it's all right. It's a savory drink.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm just
I have had a Bloody
really
Mary.
adverse to like tomato-based drinks, you know?
Horseradish.
It is good. I had a sip of one when I was in New Orleans. I forgot about that. It was good.
Sometimes they'll give you like a little pickle, like a gherkin on a toothpick.
Sometimes
Best
don't they give you like celery too?
There's
Yeah,
also
celery.
times where they'll straight up put a whole burger and bacon strips and all this crap on top.
Or like
of
a
it.
whole lobster,
Now you're being
uncooked,
ridiculous.
swimming in it.
What the heck?
All my
They pour a bunch
seafood's
of brine
uncooked.
shrimp. They pour sea monkeys in your drink.
Sea
And
monkey.
they say drink up.
Anyways,
Yeah, speaking of drink, they cut back to the house and the grandma calls Drake and Josh drink and juice.
great stuff.
And they find out that Megan changed their room.
She completely I don't know where she put Josh's bed, but it's somewhere. It's
This
gone.
is like an
It's gone.
ultimate home makeover level amount of shit that she did to the room.
For
Yeah,
sure.
it is. It's completely different. It's been feminized, as they call it.
Put a dust ruffle on Drake's bed because she's up on that dope platform, which I don't blame her for being up on the platform. It is dope.
Yeah, I will say that my bed as a child had one of those dust ruffles on it, and I also hated it. I constantly told my mom I hate it, and she did not care. She said it's staying on.
Never had a dust ruffle.
I thought it was
They're
just called
the
a
worst.
bed skirt.
Yeah, it's both. It's their either name interchangeable. It's all bad. I hate it. It looks dumb.
They're
Yeah.
designed to cover up the box spring.
I don't like it. I don't care. The
think,
comforter
right?
covers the box spring. No, it covers like the
So you can't look under the bed.
space. Yeah, the space between the bed frame and the floor.
Did your cats go under the bed still?
Yeah, they did back then, and Pip still goes under the bed today, even without a bed skirt.
No, I'm saying with the bed skirt. That didn't deter them. from
No.
going under there.
They treated it like a cave, dude. They loved
Probably
it.
nicer that way, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't even have a box spring on my bed. I just have a mattress on a wooden platform.
Yeah, mine is a mattress on one of those like IKEA beds, so it's like wooden planks.
Yeah. That's what we got.
For a long time, the platform that my bed sits on was sat on cinder blocks.
What the fuck?
Well,
Why?
my dad built the platform.
It's like a truck in like a guy's like front yard.
No. It's like a nice wood platform that my dad built, and then he was gonna put these like wood post legs on it, but to test it, we brought it in and just set it on cinder blocks.
And you were like, this is fucking dope.
I was like, this is fine. You can't see the cinder blocks. I don't care. And then eventually,
I want to see the cinder blocks. You told him.
A couple years later, we did eventually put the wood poles on there. So
nice.
Damn. I do cinder blocks.
You moved on up.
I did move on up.
But then they cut to while they're still in the room, we see that Megan left them a corner of the room for them as well, where they have an air mattress, a lamp, a football, and that's it.
What size air mattress? Was it a twin?
It was a twin, but she called it a 2-person.
It might have been a big twin. Like, what are those called? Like the
a big twin?
There's
extra long.
2 different. Yeah, the extra long twin. It might have been one of those.
That's the college one. I don't think they sell that in air mattress though.
You can't buy that in stores.
No way.
All right.
And then they cut to back to the premiere.
This is the part where I get really annoyed with Megan though. First is they go to be like, we're gonna tell Mom and Walter.
Oh right, yeah.
Put our room back, and she's like, I'll tell them that you spray painted the neighbor's gazebo, and they're like, we didn't do that, and she's like, they won't believe you. And
she's right.
She's right, but that infuriates me so much. Like, that's one of my things that that's one of my, like, I don't know, it's a pet peeve or something.
Sure.
Like, when I see a character do something like that, I'm just like, you are the epitome of evil. I hate it. You're the worst human. And I just get really upset about it.
You don't have that visceral reaction, like, even when you watch Schindler's List. Like,
sorry, with what? You cut out a little bit for me.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, Crazy Steve. So are we going to the premiere now?
Yeah, the next part is when Helen is announcing the new assistant manager role because she's not going to be spending as much time at the premiere because she's getting married.
Right. And Crazy Steve is getting his treats all during the speech.
Yep, and she's going to announce who one of the new managers is, or I guess the new manager. There's only one of them, right? Seems like. Is there more than one manager? Can you hear me?
You're cutting out so much.
You are cutting out a lot, man, and I'm trying my best.
Your internet's so bad today, Kirk.
I hear you guys just fine, so it's
oh my gosh.
That's how that
Yours
works.
is fucked. You sound like a robot.
I keep trying my best to just like piece it together around
Yeah,
it.
me too. I'm just
on occasion I'm just like, I can't do this.
Come on, Discord.
To be fair, I thought it was on my end because my internet's garbage.
It's definitely not Discord. It's just your internet's bad, man. It's like this on Skype too, but worse.
I've got full bars.
You got to get the Ethernet. Your wireless is trash.
I'm on wireless.
I'm on Ethernet.
Well, yeah, that's nice because your modem and stuff is in your office.
Yeah, it's right. I can see it.
Mine's like up in the front of the house, so I'd have to get a very long Ethernet cable.
Yeah.
And run it through my attic.
That'd be pretty rad.
I feel like if I do that, I'm just like admitting defeat and that I'm going to be here for a long time.
You already have been there a long time. You've been there for like 3 years.
And now is not the time you're going to get out of there. Not just now during this world event.
I guess I should get an Ethernet cable.
Honestly, get that project moving.
Yeah, it's something to do, I guess.
But anyway, Mindy is the new assistant manager.
Yes. Josh gets upset, understandably, because he's been wanting that position for a long time.
Yeah. Helen keeps throwing treats into Crazy Steve's mouth.
Yes.
What are those?
I don't know.
Like candies?
Little bits? Just little tasty bits for him?
They're junior mints.
Hunks of raw meat?
Yeah.
Hunks of raw meat.
I hope it's raw meat. He's a fucking animal.
Oh my god.
But he caught them. I mean, that's
he did
impressive.
catch them expertly.
Yeah, every time he made like a crazy noise, he was like, oh. But then after this, we see that Mindy is manager and Josh is all pissed off because he thought he was going to be easily elected new manager.
He does have seniority.
He does have seniority, and he also
seniority.
handles situations the best. It seems.
As far as we can tell, he has been there the longest, other than Helen.
Maybe Crazy Steve. No, Crazy Steve has been there longer.
Yeah, Crazy Steve was there already when Josh got hired.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was. He was in that
Crazy
OG
Steve's
episode.
Crazy Steve obviously is not in the running.
Yeah,
Well, he's got a criminal record.
he does. Yeah, we find that out in this scene as well. But
he
then
gets
they're
another
back to
treat.
the studio, and they hear the song again, and it is so fucked up.
It's the worst. You
It's
can barely
insane.
tell that it's Drake singing.
Well, they auto-tune
I kind of
him,
like it though.
and they make
What?
it very much. I would describe it as lo-fi industrial bubblegum pop, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I could definitely see that. I mean, it's like an original meme track. It's like people that make
Yes.
meme music online. It's like someone did that to his song.
100%.
I bet there's some meme music like with it involved for sure.
The only
right?
thing that it's missing is like some like moans or something.
Okay.
Because that's usually what people added to meme music just to fuck with people.
I love that. So yeah, that's all. I'm sure that's.
I don't
out
know.
there, though.
I don't know as much about meme music as you.
I've heard a lot of meme music in my day. I'm sure Trevor has too.
Not as much as you, I'm sure.
Okay, fair enough. I've heard a lot of it, so
That was your job.
it was my
So-
job for a little bit. My job was meme police.
Meme police.
But yeah. So after they make this song really fucked up, is when we find out that Josh signed over all creative freedom to the studio.
Which, what
Yeah,
It's like,
sucks.
That's standard
get-
stuff.
is it?
That's what they said. He said it was standard.
I feel like
I mean, these music, this is back in what year? I forgot again what year.
I
this
never-
came out.
0607 because the show ended
07.
in 07.
So the
but-
music industry, this is still pre Spotify. This is pre like a bunch of stuff. It's not like it might be post. What was the thing? LimeWire. When was
Napster?
that?
Napster was the OG.
Napster. That's right. That was before this, right? That already.
Yeah,
happened.
Napster would have been before, I think, or maybe
they were-
during the same time.
Yeah, but this is when there's still it's still like a lot of money. I feel like in the
Yeah.
in the end of the. In the
Oh,
United
yeah.
States.
You don't think
Versus
is
compared
there
to
not
now.
a lot of money in the industry at all anymore? I feel like
Now?
musicians are still making a shitload of money.
Yeah. Well, if you're big, then yes.
Like, yes and no. I mean, some of them are.
Yeah.
But, the industry always changes. But
I mean, I guess not as much as like when iTunes was at its prime and people were paying $1.50 for every fucking song.
yeah, exactly. Or buying CDs like this episode heavily relies
That
upon.
shit was so cancer when iTunes was like $1.29 per song. Like, absolutely fuck off.
Yeah, anywhere between 99 cents and like probably $2 for some songs.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. Like, where the fuck did they get off charging me that much for a single song? And we did it. I bought it. I couldn't do
dude,
anything about it.
the servers, man, it's new technology. They got to maintain the servers.
I'm fucked. I'm pissed. I'm still livid to this day. I remember going on the what was it called? Like every week or so, or every month, whatever time period it was, they would have like new free tracks, and I would go through there and like see any dope tracks. I'd only ever gotten a couple of them.
I just want to run. That's one of the ones, right?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
That was a music video.
Yeah, sometimes you could get free videos on there.
That was so funny.
And it was always worth it. You just had to do it. If you liked the song a little bit, I
What is
would
that
fucking
band called?
download it.
Do you know?
I have no idea, dude. I haven't opened iTunes in years. It's been so long. I don't have it downloaded on this computer. So it's been at least, what,
And
3
why would
years? It's been at least 3 years. But probably way more. RIP to iTunes. I know some people still use it for Apple Music, but I think those people are probably cowards. I'm
The song.
more of a Spotify man.
Yeah, I definitely don't use Apple Music, but I have iTunes as just a file thing. But that's mostly just because
Yeah.
I'm a Mac.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I have an iPhone too, but I don't use it at all.
But the song is "I Just Want to Run" by the Downtown Fiction.
Right on. I'm sure
Alright.
if I heard it again, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that was classic."
Oh, you
I
don't
need to.
remember
I
it?
need to. No, I do remember the hook. I just don't remember like the whole song. But I would like to see my iTunes library again. I'm sure there's some classic shit I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about on there.
It's always interesting to see that stuff.
Yeah, and I would probably use it to put together like an old school playlist for my
Yeah, yeah,
Spotify, just to have,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
Did you ever download music out in the sticks, Trevor?
Not really. I did have an iPod The skinny long one, whatever
Was it
that
a shuffle?
Was
No,
it
is
the
it a
video
nano?
screen? Could you
The
play
Nano.
video?
No,
Nano?
I did not have the video Nano. I don't believe.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I just had the regular Nano.
My mom had the video nano. Useless.
But I did not get that much music on it because, like, I didn't really have.
Yeah, I mean, they
You
were
don't
only
like-
like
you
10
You don't like to
gigs.
watch movies on like a 1" by 1.5" screen?
It's
Not
the
really,
fucking
no.
worst. It's such a
I think
cancer screen.
I might have had one movie on it. I couldn't
imagine
even
Such
tell
a
you,
watching a
crazy
movie.
idea.
Imagine that.
I couldn't even tell you what it would be. I think I actually no. I'm pretty sure I had
No, I think I've
the
done
music
that.
video for Carrie Underwood's "American Girl" because
That's hot.
my sister got it and me and her shared in iTunes.
Did that get
yeah,
a lot of play?
same, dude.
It was a good song.
Wait, how is it a good music video though?
It's a sweet music video. It's not sexy.
Damn.
It's
Not
not.
sexy.
It's not really a sexy music video. It's. I mean, there's some moments that are, I'm sure, that are very nice, but
Tantalizing
overall,
slightly.
it's mostly a wholesome thing.
Trevor, did
makes
you have
sense.
a PSP? I can never remember.
I did not. I had a PlayStation
okay.
2, and then
You
a
had a
Wii.
DS for sure.
I had a
Never
DS.
mind then. I was gonna ask if you guys had watched the music videos that came free on the PSP. They gave you like a disc, but you guys, neither of you had it. So
Nope.
No.
they were dope though. I used to listen to them.
I did kind of want a PSP.
Yeah, this is
'Cause
an
there
awesome
was some-
console.
There was some good Ratchet and Clank games and stuff on there.
It was ahead of its time for sure.
But yeah, in a way, it's like the mini old worst Switch.
Yeah, I could see that. The sides didn't come off. I guess like the Switch Lite.
Kind of,
But-
sort of.
Yeah, so then we see Drake get really pissed off at Josh, and he
Fires him.
fires his ass.
Yes.
For real.
Sad.
Which I don't blame him.
Yeah, he was pretty heated though.
And we were
Yeah.
saying if Drake's gonna be in the big leagues, I mean, he can't have some like
He
a
like
high
Josh.
schooler as his manager.
Like, and if he is going
Yeah.
to, Josh needs to step his game way up,
Yeah, he needs to actually read the contracts.
which he will from now on.
You think?
He will.
You think he learned his lesson?
Absolutely.
This show's all about learning lessons.
for sure.
It's like
Uh,
Dora.
And then we cut to, I guess, Drake and Josh sleeping on their little mattress,
Yeah.
and Drake waking up to a foot in his face.
Yeah, he keeps calling Josh's foot hairy.
Yeah,
Well,
Also,
when they
the
were
grandma
sleeping-
barges in and fixes the toilet.
it just
Yeah.
drops it on their floor in their room. Like, you're
The whole
welcome.
toilet. Because that shit ain't fixed. It's not on the floor anymore.
Also, how did she fix it? That sounded
What part of
like
it? Well, what part of it was broken?
Well,
It's
it sounded
impossible
like
to say.
It sounded like the porcelain broke, so it sounded like she basically cracked
She
it while
shattered
sitting
it?
on it.
Maybe she glued it back together.
That's not
'Cause
how
we
that
hear-
works.
Back when she goes to the bathroom earlier in the episode, we hear in the background, "Oh no!" And then, like you said, some sort of smash sound, and then she comes out. "You folks gonna need a new toilet," she says.
Love the
Spot on impression.
perfect impression. But then the next day, what do we go do after that? After she brings the toilet up?
They're back at the premiere, and Josh is cleaning gum off the bottom of the table, and he finds a tooth in one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where we see that Mindy is bossing everyone around, as she should as manager, and is
Assistant
basically
manager.
giving them, assistant manager, and is giving everybody tasks, new tasks.
Yeah, Helen calls the nerds.
Yes,
Craig and
Eric.
Eric and Craig. Who goes
Into-
first usually?
Craig.
Craig and Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, Craig and Eric. And,
Calls them into
and she says, "Let's see your package."
Which was, what a line. Just all right. Let me see your package. Like what?
Well, they're
a
talking
good
about
line.
their package for their
video
their
package.
business. I guess they're producers. Their wedding video producers. Which, if they get things going the way
You can make good money doing
can be
wedding
lucrative.
videos.
Yeah, for
not
sure.
not during Corona. Nobody
Not
thought of
now,
that.
no.
Yeah.
But back then, so they're like, we got all this high tech equipment and stuff for $200. I'm like, that's a really good deal.
$275.
$275. I thought it was $200.
$275, I think, is the first price. Cash.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
Kellen goes, "How about 30?"
And they
You know,
are
she-
like, what? That's outrageous. And she's like, 20? and they just agree to it.
They take it. I would say, fuck you, I ain't doing it, bitch.
I'd be like, no, find somebody else.
I mean, or you go counter, like you find a place to negotiate to.
No,
you can't negotiate with someone that shoots in that low.
Yeah,
I guess you're right. If that was on eBay, you would just like block the person after that.
for sure.
You wouldn't counter. You would just decline. That's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah, but they do it, and this is where it cuts back to the house, and we see Drake on the phone with someone like a secretary at the record company asking about a parking space for the record company guy that they were working with. Don't remember his name. But he's trying to put fruit flies in his car.
I think
the entire time we've been recording this podcast, we haven't known his name.
The entire time we've been recording this podcast, what?
we haven't known what that guy's name was.
Oh yeah, true.
Right.
He's just the pink shirt guy.
Yeah. Trevor knows though. Trevor knows all.
I think it's Alan. I could be wrong.
I mean, you deduced it from IMDb, no?
Yes. But also, again, I could be wrong.
Yeah, you kind of just guessed, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Very
so
much
they go back into their bedroom, and we see Megan hanging out with all her friends in there, making cakes, decorating cakes. And this is where we see that one of the girls likes Josh. Her name's Molly.
I don't know why they aren't decorating cakes in the kitchen.
That's what they ask. Yeah.
Oh.
And then Megan's like, just gives some sass back to him.
She's like, fuck your kitchen.
Yeah, basically. Fuck your chicken strips.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then after that whole scenario, Josh goes back to the record studio.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a shirt that looks like it's got a fucking stain on it.
Well, Josh left an email. Did we talk about the email?
No, we didn't. We skipped over that. Yeah, like Josh is like, I left a strongly worded email, and Drake's like, sometimes when people play dirty, you got to play dirty back.
Josh says that he put 9 frowny faces in the email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which
Drake
is not
says,
professional.
No. Drake says this is why you'll always be a loser.
Yeah, that's fucking harsh.
It was harsh.
Yeah. It was a big moment.
So yeah, then Josh drives up to the studio to try and like talk some sense into these producers.
Somehow he gets into the booth. I don't know how that.
I mean, he's a manager of one of their like new clients. So
yeah,
But
they're still under the impression that
fired.
he's manager. They don't know that.
Okay. I guess so.
I think they for sure don't know that.
But yeah,
so yeah,
he busts in. He hits the feedback button. I can only assume that's what he does.
Yeah.
Scares the heck out of the board operator.
Yeah, the producer.
Owen.
Yeah, and then when Owen goes to take a call, a lady comes in asking for the CD for the commercial, and Josh does the old switcheroo on him.
Expertly done.
This is back in the day when you need a file, you got to send a courier to go get a physical CD to bring back to you.
That's not. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's what they did a little bit. Because they even talk about later, like, oh, we put the song up on our website for people to download. It's like, what?
That's nice.
You could email files back in frickin' 1996.
No, dude. They wanted the physical copy. They needed it at premium. They didn't want that shit diluted with over the internet.
Yeah,
that
premium
is fair,
CD
actually.
quality. What, 44.1, whatever?
No idea.
Yeah, but I'm surprised they have like on a hard drive.
It's not lossless, brother.
I mean, it might have been if that whole CD was just that one song.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
I think it's still that digital compression. Like, a
It's
CD's
gotta
only
be
capable of so much.
I don't know. This is studio quality equipment. Like
studio quality
it's a regular CD.
DVDs.
So? I don't know. They could have probably put the lossless format on there.
But yeah, so this is like I guess this must be Saturday. Next Sunday, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
They edited the commercial in a what I assume was a drug fueled like just binge overnight to get the whole commercial put together, and you can tell that they were on drugs and they made it when they aired. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, honest to God.
Yeah, the commercial's horrible.
It's like what
the
is the game with Captain Falcon where they're racing real fast? Except it's
F1?
shoes instead of cars.
Oh yeah, F1, yeah.
Is it F1?
I think so, right? I don't
Is
know.
it just called F1? There's no way. It's got to be something more special than
Captain Falcon game?
Smash
It is
Bros.
called F-Zero.
that.
Dang it.
F-Zero. Yeah.
Very close, almost. Trevor's gonna
That's
lose a little
funny.
bit of credibility in the Smash community.
I was one off. Come
You are not gonna
on.
be invited to the tourney, my dude.
Clever name though.
But yeah, so everybody's watching the commercial. Josh
Lulu.
has to hold Drake down in order to watch it.
Drake
Well,
was
before
going to jump
before the
off the
commercial
roof.
airs,
Yeah.
Lulu's like, "This is some bad football."
It's a cat food commercial.
Yeah,
A lot of commercials, obviously. It's the Super Bowl.
That's the best
Yeah.
part.
that's not true. The football's the best part. People that say the commercial's the best part it's crazy.
Don't dish me, man.
You're crazy. I'm sure Kirk thinks the same as you, though.
No, the best part is just if you're gonna go and hang out with people and like have some appetizers.
Yeah,
Just
true.
the chilling and the food. That's fair.
I do love that part more than anything. But the
I would put
commercial-
that part above the commercials for sure. Commercials are
Yeah.
last place for me. Usually the commercials are honestly pretty bad.
Worst below even the football and everything is the halftime performance most of the time.
Is
Well,
what?
Halftime performance?
Oh, no, not always. The Lady
Sometimes.
Gaga one was really good. This past one was pretty good.
I don't even remember what it was.
It was Jennifer Lopez and Shakira and Bad Bunny.
right. I was
It
at
was
work
good.
during
It was
it.
good.
so,
I
And
like
I
Ricky
was- I
Martin
was
didn't
watching it
even
at
make a
work.
special appearance, which is
No,
bullshit.
no Ricky Martin, no Pitbull. None of them.
Interesting.
But Bad Bunny got to be up there. I
Who?
didn't
Bad
know him
Bunny?
until the Super Bowl.
I definitely still don't know him.
He's some like Latino rapper.
Oh, it sounds like the villain from Fool's Gold. That
I
Kevin
don't know
Hart.
what
The
that
fuck
is.
is that?
Fool's Gold, the Matthew McConaughey movie.
Never heard of
Nope.
that in my life.
Is that like Sahara?
Sahara's a classic. Honestly, Sahara might have to go and show me something.
It's a comedy movie. Like,
You said it's
God.
called Fool's Gold?
Fool's Gold. It's Matthew McConaughey and the girl who I can't remember her name. Kevin Hart plays the villain.
2008.
Yeah,
Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson. Thank you.
Bro, it
Yeah.
has a 29 out of 100 on Metacritic.
Does it really?
It has a 5
Metacritic is never right, is it?
It has a 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb. You can watch it for free on IMDb TV for you guys out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We
But
have it
on
on
the other
DVD.
hand, Sahara has a 6 out of 10 and a 41 out of 100 on Metacritic. So just a tiny bit better according to those two sources.
Mm-hmm.
Both McConaughey.
It's-
Early
it's-
McConaughey.
It's a
There's
comedy. What do
earlier
you want,
there's
you
earlier
know?
McConaughey though.
You think there's earlier than 2005 and 2008?
What year
Of
was
course.
Dazed and Confused made?
Oh, that's definitely earlier.
It's a good one.
Dazed.
That's his
and-
like breakout, isn't it?
I think so. That's his big
1993.
one. Yeah. Come on.
All right.
Yeah, classic line.
That is a great movie. Big fan. It's fucked up in that movie though when they're like chasing people around. You know
It's
what I'm
also
talking
fucked
about?
up that he's like, I guess a pedophile. Kind of.
Oh yeah,
Kinda.
for sure. He just
Yeah.
says that his line where he's like, "I keep getting older and they keep staying the
But they-
same age."
Oh my god.
It's fucked up. What could he do though? You know,
It was
I
in
don't
the
know
90s,
how, I don't know how
man.
old he's supposed to be in the movie though.
he's supposed to be probably like, I would say
An
like
adult.
27,
35?
20. Oh, I didn't think that old, but you know,
46.
51.
He's 60.
He's retired.
He's 500 years old. He's a vampire.
Oh yeah, perfect.
But yeah, so where were we at? They listened to the video, and this is where they find out that it was the OG song.
Yeah.
And Drake
they
gets
get-
all
they get the
excited
call.
and happy. He's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did that. That's amazing."
Yeah,
Josh is like, "Yeah, I did." And then they get a call.
from the studio.
And they're like, "Hey, we're going to sue you for $5 million. And you're going to go to jail for 2 years possibly."
Possibly.
Like,
Huge freaking penalty for doing that.
could they go to jail for that?
I have no idea. I don't know the law. in
I
the
don't think they could
slightest.
go to jail for that.
You don't think so?
I
Dude,
don't.
what is that crime even called?
Well,
You
It's
know?
a breach of contract, I guess.
the
That's about it.
switcheroo of
Yeah,
intellectual property.
Can you go to jail for breach of record contract?
I don't think you do. I
There's
think maybe
no
they were
way.
implying that they broke like some sort of FTC thing.
FDA,
No, FTC or no.
CBC,
They didn't say any curse words in the song though.
Oh my God, FT no.
HBH.
No, yeah, no, you were right. FCC, right?
FCC. I said FTC. Yeah, FCC. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying letters.
Yeah,
I went to
they
school
broke
for
it.
this.
Like that's what the one Alan or whatever his name was said whenever they got to the meeting. He was like, "We could report you to the FCC or whatever."
Yeah.
So I guess that's the way they would go to jail. But I don't think they did anything technically wrong in the FCC's eyes.
It's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say.
It's definitely not something they should go to jail for.
No, a sue. I 100% understand them suing them.
Yeah.
That makes
I can-
sense.
I can
Jail
see that.
time does not make sense.
But yeah, they basically like, oh shit, and then cut to, I don't know how that particular scene resolves and like changes over to we're back at the premiere. Are they just like shit?
I don't remember honestly how the scene ended. I just remember my next note is them just back at the premiere.
Yeah.
I think that they're just like freaking out. Oh, Walter comes in and is like, "Hey, love the song.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh right.
You guys want some guacamole?" And then runs back out of the room, and then we like see them looking distraught and cut to the premiere.
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
right.
where Crazy Steve is going crazy because
Monday.
Mindy, yeah, she scheduled him for a Monday, and that's his bad day.
And so Helen's like, "I'm gonna go call SWAT."
Yeah.
Which Jesus.
Yeah, Crazy Steve comes running out of the theaters with bras with shoes attached to the ends of them, and he's swinging them around like crazy. He says cockle-doodle-doo, the cow says moo. And
That's his special phrase that he says.
that's his catchphrase when he's going berserk, and Josh has to calm his ass down.
Josh is like, "No, I got this." And then
Yeah.
he like Crocodile Dundee, like with the animal, goes in and starts singing. She'll be coming around the mountain to him.
Was that a Crocodile Dundee thing? I took it as like a cop talking someone off the ledge.
That's also very good. But I, for some reason, got images of Dundee whenever he like has the big cow. And
Man,
he
I
does,
haven't
like,
seen that movie since I was probably like 7.
Really? It's a great movie.
Why would I rewatch Crocodile Dundee?
It's on TV all the time.
Didn't they make?
Man, I
sequels
don't
to-
watch TV. I don't know why you're watching so much TV.
When's the last? Yo, come on. When's the last time you watched the Crocodile Hunter movie? I think it's called Collision Course.
I don't know
God,
if I
that's
ever
been
have.
a long time. Oh man, that was like some sort of
I used to own
satellite
that
was
on
eaten
DVD.
by an alligator, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like international espionage featuring Steve Irwin.
Yeah, and he
Hunter.
doesn't actually know
R.I.P.
what's going on the whole time.
It's a good one. I don't know. Fuck, I haven't watched that in years and years and years.
It's been a long
sure.
time for me too. It's been a long time since I've even heard about that movie. Jeez,
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
I
ever
know.
seen it. I've never heard of it before in my life.
It's a good one.
that'd
Be a good one to bring on Show Me Something.
Hey, guest episode.
You've seen it though.
It's
You
been
have.
so long. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think it would be fine.
But yeah, so
I'll think
we
about
then
it.
find out that Mindy has been wanting to get back together with Josh since like right after they broke up.
Yeah, that's the only reason she took the job was because she wanted to be closer to Josh.
Well, this is after Josh calms Steve,
Yeah,
Right,
he calms him
special
down
song.
singing the little song.
and he tells him, "Go drink a carton of milk." And Crazy Steve says, "I promise," and runs off to the
Yeah.
back room.
So good.
But they get interrupted in their sweet moment about like trying to get back together with Drake saying that they need to go to the studio.
Right then and there.
Yeah, they have to go, or else they got to drive all the way up to L.A.
Yeah, so Mindy's
How,
like,
how long of a drive is that?
It's a 2-hour drive, right, Trevor?
"Yep,
No questions
Sure.
asked. Any day of the week.
Well, I know we've talked about it on a previous episode, and I know you had guessed it right. I don't remember what the amount was, though.
I'm sure. I don't remember, man. That sounds right.
I think it was 2 hours from San Diego to LA.
I'm
But
trying to route the map right now.
we find out
I was about
that...
to, but-
Yeah, hour 47, round up to 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
cool,
cool.
yeah.
Close enough. So that's a haul that they got to
we find out that they are not in trouble.
Right, the president of the studio is there speaking to them. And he's like, you guys could be in trouble, but you're not. And then the other guy's like, what? Why aren't they in trouble?
Yeah.
And the president's like, oh my God, we got like thousands of emails and phone calls requesting to buy the song.
They're like,
Millions.
ZOMG, what is this song, this magic song, and this
The
dope
song's
ass
so
commercial?
good. Yeah, oh my God.
That beat was sick. I loved it.
And then so they put it up on the website and it crashed their website.
Yeah, they
So
got
many
fucking
people
DDoS.
wanted it.
Crash the servers.
The servers are on fire, sir.
You've got a #1 hit on your hands, son.
You've got mail.
You've got...
But yeah, pink shirt guy gets fucking fired. A.K. Allen. Is that what you said his name is?
I think that's my best guess is what his name is, man.
I guess he had called all the shots in the reproduction of the song.
Yeah,
I think
guess
so. I think it was his mixers
He's like,
that
hey,
did it, and he said it was
add more
great.
tinniness to this. Make it sound like it's like a little broken.
He was like, hey, can you fuck with the vocals to where it sounds like the track got fucked up in the download?
Make this a meme music song.
Can we bring up the meme bass?
Memify.
He
It's just one button.
It's a fader, it's a fader leveled meme, and he pushes it all the way to 11.
He pushes it to 11.
Maximum meme.
And then there's a wedding at the premiere.
Yeah, Helen's wedding. She, like, Megan even asks in the movie, like, why is Helen getting married at the premiere? And they're like, save money. She's like, which was...
She is Jewish, and there is a rabbi there. Now, she didn't have the wedding in a synagogue,
Yeah,
so she must not be that conservative.
I guess
No,
not.
apparently not.
So, yeah, they go to get married, and then Craig and
Do you think
Eric...
do you think that her family is like Jewish, or did she convert?
I think she
pretty sure-
converted.
I would say her family is just because of the grandma whenever they break the glass.
Maybe her grandma also converted.
Maybe her grandma just supports her no matter what, so she's like, I'll say Mazel Tov.
That
and
could
break
be
glass.
true, but I don't know. That's just my guess based on that situation.
But the
It's all speculation.
there
He
ends
doesn't
up
look any
being
more
a
Jewish
fire,
than him, so...
an electrical fire.
Yes.
He plugs in the 5K, which is, I guess, a light, right?
Eric plugs in the 5K?
No, Craig does.
Craig, I can never get those names
Yeah, I always
right.
forget.
It's Craig.
Eric is the nerdier looking one.
Eric is the one with the glasses.
That's why he's nerdier looking.
Yeah.
Right.
But it catches fire on all the gifts, and everybody has to run out of the theater. And they end up having the ceremony in the parking lot on top of a pickup truck.
The fire
Hey.
escalates. The fire escalates and gets worse for a while, and then it just stops being.
There's an
issue
explosion at one point.
There is. That's
Yeah.
all the film going up.
completely. Yep.
Probably all of Helen's personal collection of film.
She's got rare prints.
She's got
All her
like,
crazy
back
sex
office.
tapes with her fiance, now
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah, she collects 70s porn like reels.
Oh my god! And so
all the what do they call it? The dailies from when she was on that show as a child.
Oh yeah, when she was on the sitcom.
oh right.
And we also find out that Helen's full name is Hélène Ophélia Duvois.
Yep.
Good name.
So she's French.
Yes, she's French Jewish, whatever combination that makes. And then she also.
I feel like she's probably from Louisiana and maybe moved out west.
You think so?
Her family might have been, but she doesn't seem to have any sort of accent.
Well,
So-
she's an actress. Actor.
That's true. She's mastered her own accent.
Yeah.
True.
But
I mean,
then
she's
after
been in LA
the
since she was a small child, at least.
true
For sure.
true.
Yeah, that is true. That makes sense. Yeah.
but
After
yeah.
the ceremony, after the Mazel Tov, I think the first thing that happens, Helen walks over to Josh and Mindy, who are making out.
Josh and Mindy start making out immediately.
Yeah. They want
And-
each other.
And then
Dad.
Drake looks at the girl next to him, and he's like, I'm Drake. And what is she's like? I'm Carrie, and they just make
she
out
says nothing,
immediately.
and they
No,
start
she says her
making
name.
out.
Yeah, she says I'm Carrie,
Not Connie.
not Connie.
But
and
she's
then,
like, here, have this gold vest. You're the one.
like,
And he's
why are
like,
you
"But gave it to
promoting him at
Mindy."
your wedding?
She had the vest in, just like under her dress, you know, the big, huge dress, like, and so she's like, I'm keeping that there.
Sure.
And she whips it out and gives it to him.
She also tosses a guitar at Drake.
She takes the guitar from another guy. She's like, give me that.
She's like, Drake, play us that #1 song, which I guess is #1 already. I don't know how long.
He plays him out.
Everybody's seen the Super Bowl. Everybody knows.
Yeah, I
Word
guess
travels
so.
fast around these parts.
It is Los Angeles. Well,
San
no, it's
Diego.
close.
Not that close. 2 hours away.
Yeah, 2 hours.
True. It is California.
But yeah, then he goes, he grabs the guitar, he starts playing, and this is the second big audio thing that I noticed, and it's the same recording of the song that we've been listening to the entire episode with the entire band
Yes.
playing, except it's just Drake in the bed of a pickup truck acoustic. It should be the acoustic unplugged version of the song.
You'd
That
think,
would've been
but
nice.
they didn't want to.
Yeah.
Look, Nickelodeon didn't have the time or resources to re-record it. All right.
They 100%
I bet Drake would have
did.
done it.
No, man.
So then we cut back to Drake and Josh walking into their bedroom, and Megan's moving out. She's put their room back almost exactly how it was.
Props
Yes.
to her. I
And they're
guess,
like,
for
hey,
that.
why are you moving out already? And she's like, oh, Crazy Steve and Grandma Lulu went somewhere together for the weekend?
Yeah, they went on some vacation, some getaway.
What the
Riverboat
heck?
gambling.
And they also have a bunch of really big shrimp that the record studio dropped off.
3 dozen.
Which
But there's
those
only
girls-
one shrimp left.
Those girls ate 3 dozen giant shrimp. That
Three
easily?
dozen is a lot, man.
That's a
There's
lot of big shrimp.
And like I said, that is the size of 2 to 3 like regular white shrimp,
Yeah,
right?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, they're
that's a-
huge.
That's a lot of shrimp for those girls to eat. Like, they're going to be sick later from eating too much shrimp.
Especially if the shrimp were bad. Can you imagine?
Oh my
I
God.
can't.
I doubt they were.
And then the Drake and Josh get in like a little scuffle over the shrimp, and it cuts to them doing the same thing on the Amanda Show way back when they were little kids.
Back when they got their start.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's
So I think that
it's like
the
a sweet
whole-
ending.
Yeah, it was really good. The impetus for the entire episode, or at least the name and like some parts of it, is just to tie back at the end with that nice little bow on top. And
Yeah,
for
sure.
reference that. Is that like one of their first appearances on the Amanda Show, you think?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. They were
um,
fighting over a shrimp on the ground.
But yeah, like, and honestly, if the show had ended there, I'd have been happy.
yeah. Well, that's where it
Like-
was supposed to end.
Yeah, but like, it would have been a good, there's like other times, like something recent, like one of the shows recently that I watched, a movie came out for it that originally the writer was like, this was supposed to be the end of the whole series. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can see it, but I'm really glad it's not.
Yeah.
Because it would have not worked. Like, I can see how it could have been, but I'm glad it's not. This case, I see how it could have been the end, and I kind of wish it had been.
Yeah.
Do you know anything offhand about the next 2 episodes?
About the what? I'm sorry, you cut out again.
Jeez, about the next 2 episodes. I wonder why it's so bad.
Well, the next episode is the helicopter episode, and then the one after that is the dance contest. I think they're both just like bottle episodes.
They're just, generic
Okay.
whatever episodes.
Yeah, that's not what you want to close out on.
No, why didn't they put those first?
That's crazy. I don't know.
They fucked
That's-
up, I guess. Nickelodeon fucked
That's
up.
very strange. What a weird mistake to make, though.
A bizarre mistake, honestly.
Honestly. And then we get the movie years later, but that was probably just a cash grab anyways.
Yeah.
I bet to this day, Dan Schneider's like, that was intentional. It was an artistic decision.
He's like, you guys really fucked me.
That was supposed to be my fucking magnum opus.
That was supposed to be my Citizen Kane, bro.
And you ruined it.
But yeah, so what would
The man's a
you-
modern day. Shit. This was gonna be a great joke, and then I fucked myself. Fucking God damn it! Who directed Rosemary's Baby? What's that fucking guy?
I don't remember. I haven't seen it.
Oh my god.
Me either. Sorry, man.
Sorry, brother.
Roman Polanski. He's a modern day Roman Polanski.
Yeah. Why? Because of the scandal?
Yeah.
Right on. But yeah. So, what would you rate this out of 10 Quatlers, Trevor?
Honestly, 10 out of 10. Fantastic.
Dang, yeah.
Well, 9.5 out of 10 because of Megan's awfulness and Josh being dumb.
Yeah, I feel you.
But the rest of the episode was enough to keep it from going down any farther.
Yeah.
But 9.5, either 9.5, 10 out of 10, either or.
Right on. What about you, Kirk?
I feel the number that I have here written down and in my head is I'm gonna say 8.5. Did you catch that? 8.5.
Okay, there it is.
Right on. Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
very
think
fair.
I think I would give it a 10 out of 10. I was gonna wrestle with giving it a 9, but I really liked it. I laughed out loud the whole time, and I really want to give an episode a 10 before we finish the series, and I can't imagine I'll do it with the last two, so I'm going 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
This
That's
definitely
kinda where I
has
was at.
reminded me that I feel like, and I don't know how you think, Jake.
The what?
I think that I said I'm just saying this. Watching this has gotten me to think. I think that I think Ned's Declassified's a better show.
You think so?
I think it's net overall has more positive episodes or like good episodes or at least.
Yeah, I think it definitely.
They're
Yeah,
very
there's
different shows in a way, though.
They are super different. They have different creative
yeah.
teams and everything, but I don't know. It's a tough call.
It's not from the bakery.
No, it is not. It's definitely a tough call. I'm not sure which one I like more, honestly.
Okay. We still have a lot of Neds to watch, so.
There is a lot, and I don't remember a ton of the episodes, so I guess that is one thing with this show. I remembered pretty much every single episode, like in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do we want to shout out?
Lulu.
Yeah.
Grandma.
What was her name in this?
Who's the
Thea?
actress? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thea Vidali.
Vidali. Thank you. I can't do last names.
I feel like that's my guess.
I will shout out the mixer at the studio. His name was Race Owen. His name in the show is also Owen.
I'm going to do... Have I done Tim Charlton before? Foley artist?
I don't know.
I might have, but whatever. I'm going to shout him out. I like Foley.
And a shout out to Jerry Trainer and Allison Scagliotti as Crazy Steve and Mindy Crenshaw. Both classic. Just a big shout to them. They did a great job in the series.
Absolutely.
There's a huge cast on this, or not cast, but production team. Jim Hill, the medic. Shout him out.
It's a freaking movie, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
More or less was a movie.
Did you notice like a higher production quality than like any regular normal episode of Drake and Josh?
A little bit, but Go Hollywood definitely way more. Go Hollywood was definitely felt way more like a movie than this.
There's like boom shots and stuff in Go Hollywood.
Yeah, Go Hollywood, it honestly fucked with it a little bit how much it was such like a movie.
I think maybe that's why they didn't do that with this one.
I'm glad, too. This felt way more natural.
For sure. But also, it was such a... Go Hollywood was such a, like, other location kind of deal that it makes sense that they kind of shot it like that because they were going to so many locations.
It almost stands alone in the universe.
It does. It really does because none of the stuff, like, gets called back to ever again, so...
Well, they did in this episode, actually.
Did they call back to it in the beginning or something?
Right at the beginning, whenever they're like, the Asian girl was asking Josh, like, oh, so Drake's performing here tonight? He's like, yeah, and the guy from Spin City Records is going to be here. She's like, oh my God, how'd you pull that off? It's like, oh, through a guy we met in L.A.
Oh, okay, right on.
So I have to assume it's because of that.
Yeah, that's probably a shout to that. But that's pretty much the episode. The only thing I want to shout out is Kirk and I's show, Ned's Declassified podcast, also on the Harbor Boys.
Yes.
And
make sure you guys listen.
Yeah.
We enjoy that.
It's a good show. I've been on one episode. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, we'll have to have you back. The next episode features a very special guest.
Yep, special guest coming up.
Ooh.
I
don't even know who that is.
You guys probably don't know him, so.
Yeah, we got a special guest. You guys will find out when it airs. And also the Show Me Something podcast. We are still going to try to record that.
With all
hopefully
this craziness.
virtually. Yeah.
Have you not done a virtual one of those yet?
No, we just had a shitload of them batch recorded.
Wow. They're long too. That must have been a long ass day.
Well, we did 3 at a time each time.
So you might be recording for 6 hours.
Well,
maybe
for the virtual sessions, we're definitely going to be doing one piece of media at a time. Because like when we would all meet up, it was let's all make sure we've done each other's media. We're meeting up. We might as well get them all done.
Yeah.
But since we can record almost any time, it makes sense to go one at a time now instead of trying to batch record for 6 hours over the internet. I would die.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, that makes no sense.
My room gets rather warm.
Yeah, mine's extraordinarily hot right now.
That's what we do for Neds, but it's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming on for your last episode, Kirk. I appreciate helping coming up with the idea with me back in the day.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to do it. We've been talking about it for a while. We thought for a while we might be able to do it in person, but
yeah,
whatever.
We had a date picked out, and then Corona happened.
That's true.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I'm glad we were still able to do it. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. And I've been Jacob.
I've been Trevor.
I've been Kirk.
And go watch some Drake and Josh.